This mineral is absolutely one of my favorites. It's definitely in the top 10. I'm not sure if it's in the top 5, but it's in the top 10 of absolute treasures. This is camomite. It is a rare chromium-bearing variety of clinical ore. There has been quite a bit of polished material on the market for the last 8 years. That comes from Orissa in India. But this is the natural rough from Turkey. It was found about 30 years ago. It was on the market for a while. Then it just disappeared due to dwindling demand of chromium production in that area. However, for some reason, I was offered a parcel of it from Turkey. So here we are. I bought my first piece of camerite at my very first gem show about 18, 20 years ago. And I sat on it for years. And it took me a long time before it told me what it did. But when it finally showed me, it was very impressive. Camomite can be used to help create new paths of thinking in the brain. What does that mean? Your repetitive thoughts, all of them, good, bad, indifferent, travel down the same pathways in your brain. And eventually, the heavier ones form ruts. And that's how you get chronic repetitive thinking. That becomes very difficult to change. Camomite, when introduced to the energy field, creates new pathways of thinking. So you can override the old repetitive thoughts. So that is why it has been used extensively to help change limiting belief systems, linear thoughts, and it improves the relationship between the mental body and the physical body. And many people don't know this, but your repetitive physical actions and everything about the way you move can be tied to repetitive thoughts. So one thing about camomite is that it works really well with other minerals. And in fact, when you use them in tandem with other minerals, it drastically enhances the properties of camomite. So for example, when I used this in crystal healing, trying to change the way people thought, I used it a lot with lapis and vanadinite, and that seemed to work really well. It's also been noted that when you use it with carnelian, it helps drastically improve the relationship between the conscious self and the higher self.